Hey, I'm Francis, and today I am going to be shopping on Bandcamp Friday. Let me play some of this stuff. I put out new music today, like I usually do, and this collection that I've got today is like outtakes, oddities, stuff that is didn't make it anywhere else. Basically remastered demos, and it's not going to be the focus. I just wanted to mention it. The other thing I wanted to mention at the beginning for anyone that's viewing this on the recap is that Northeast Dungeon Siege is this week, and yesterday, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, it's going to be a lot of really good live dungeon synth on the Northeast Dungeon Siege channel, and I'm putting that in the description of this video, a link to that is. So check that out if you are so inclined. I'm wearing my Dungeon Synth shirt that I wore at my live show last year at Northwest Dungeon Siege. So hopefully no one gets mad about this font, because I know I am mad about it. Anyway, I've got a bunch of recommendations to go through. So without further ado, let's take a look at the internet back in Bandcamp. And let me pull up my shopping list and see what kind of stuff is on here. So first up, I want to pull up a Dungeon Synth album that I really, really like, and that I didn't buy. So I think what we're gonna do is buy it. So this is Return to the Emerald Kingdom by Furfur, who's a California artist I really like, and just like really underappreciated release, I think, because there wasn't a physical release associated with it. So Furfur is, like me, another artist that uses a lot of hardware, and lists the hardware that gets used in their releases, just like I do. I definitely appreciate that. But I think this is just a phenomenal release, so this is the first one on my list. And I'm just going to add that to my cart. And if you like stuff that sounds like what we're hearing right now, all of Furfur's releases are like relatively consistent in quality, and all the songs sound very different. I just cannot recommend this artist highly enough, and I really think that it's worth your time to go listen to many of these albums. God, I kind of just want to like sit here and listen to the album. Not exaggerating when I say this is one of my absolute favorites. Anyway, if you like digital music, this is the best purchase you'll make today. I already have all the other stuff as far as I know, so I don't need to do that. I've got most of it on cassette too. Furfur does a lot of hand dubbing, so I've got like hand dubbed cassettes of I think four of their releases. Anyway, really just, oh man, cannot recommend highly enough. Cool. I'm going to jump over to something else. Let's see what I've got here. Oh, I wanted to give this a shout out. This I love for the artwork, and I was actually thinking of hiring this artist for something, and this one it's sort of a shameless self-promo, because I produced the track. I didn't write this music, but I played some of the instruments on it, and I mixed and mastered this This person is a visual artist who does some music, and I really like their music. But anyway, this particular song was, I guess, not quite where she wanted it to be, and brought me on board. And it's very short, but it basically was like essentially designed as partially as like promo for this art, and I'm gonna just throw this in my cart. Even though I literally have the master on my computer, I think it's kind of a fun gesture, and I'd like other people to see it, so I want it to appear in my collection. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Here's something that I'm definitely not going to buy, that I wanted to point out. This is, I've pulled this one up on stream before. These are some friends of mine, and they just put this album, really good heavy metal album. Song's called just Satan. Just fucking amazing, right? But I wanted to highlight this cassette. I'm not buying it. I already ordered the LP. I'm not really a collector type, so I don't like buying multiple versions of the same album. But I figured a lot of people on my followers I feel like you can't hear me over this. A lot of people on my followers seem to like heavy metal, and this is a heavy metal band that I really like that's from the same town as me. And a lot of my followers like cassettes, so their album's on cassette now. Can't go wrong. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. All right, we got Furfur down, we got Active Decay, we got Beekeeper. Okay, here's one that I like that might not be to everyone's taste. I feel like people are very split on like straight up ambient music. I think this is a good ambient album. It's definitely mastered a little quiet for my taste. I would rather not have to crank my speakers up as much, but it's fine. I have loud speakers, and I like stuff that I can talk over on my stream because I have a huge ego. Anyway, I'm going to add this to my cart. I've been waiting to... wait, digital discography. Is there a bunch of other stuff? Whatever. Okay. $2. Digital discography. Add to cart. I actually mastered something for this artist that isn't out yet as far as I know. So anyway, I thought it would be cool to show this off because this is someone that that hit me up about questions for things, and I really like it. One of those things where like I'm very pleasantly surprised, like, oh, you are asking for advice on something, and I check it out and it's really good. So again, it's ambient music, so I'm not gonna like make you sit through all of it, but this is the type of stuff that I honestly like having on if I'm drawing or something like that. It's not distracting to me at all, and it's just enough to cancel out some of the background noise of living in a city. So there it is. Let's see, I've got a bunch of other stuff on here. What should we go to next? Oh, Adam Matlock. Adam has a ton of projects. I don't really know what I'm going to check out here, but I've definitely bought stuff from him before, and he had one of my favorite albums last year or the year before. Oh, if this even loads. I'm hoping that my internet didn't break. Let's try that again. Maybe if it's in your tab. Oh. Okay, let's try another link, see what happens. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here. This is probably how people feel when they go to my Bandcamp. Mistle Tree is the one that I really like, but I already own that one on tape, so I don't really need to check that out again. But I recommend Mistle Tree. Ooh, subscription. I never see people doing this. Maybe I should try it. Anyway, not sure what to expect here. He does sort of like a few different styles of music and dumps it all on the same page, which I appreciate. I'm sure some people would prefer if they weren't in the same place, but he does use different artist names for each thing. This feels like the soundtrack to like an old point-and-click adventure. Okay, wait, doomy jazz. Is it like doom metal doomy? Sounds cool. This isn't really my thing. I like some of his other stuff more, but it's still like extremely cool. Hey, Liv Yatan of the Depths. Hello, finally caught the live stream, yay. I say yay too. I'm glad you're here. Huh. This is interesting. I don't think I'm going to grab this one. I will buy something else in the future, but I'm not as excited about this as I was about this album. I'm going to play this one for you real quick, though, because like it's just way too cool. Play this song for them. I'll play some of this for you.
When cannons failed and the blades from decades past, the tools surpassed their
It's just so like,
blood.
I think this is just one of the most creative albums I've heard in a long time. I love it. Anyway, how to do? Oh, here. Someone gave me a download code for something, and I want to show what that looks like in case you've seen download codes and you don't know what to do with them. You go into bandcamp.com/yum. You drop your download code in here. I just imagine it would be really funny if I had like a lot of subscribers and someone used this code before I clicked redeem. Oh, I have a space at the beginning. Cool. I don't know what this album is. Let's just check it out and see what's in my collection now. Anyway, okay, this is a really cool one. Not for any reason other than me being interested in how I found out about it. I'm gonna play this one for a little bit, but I mostly wanted to just use a Bandcamp download code while I was here. And this sounds cool. I think I'm gonna like it, and I'll come back to it later. Yeah, cool. Okay, so Ghostbound. Okay, I've never heard of this band before, and I saw I read about it in a review where they were compared to Old Man Wizard, which is a band that I'm in, and that I write all the music for. And like, okay, I'm being used as a point of comparison. You have my attention. Let's see if I agree. I think it was also compared to King Gorm. It was like a comparison to me as a writer more than anything else. So I'm excited and I hope I like it. more than that, I wonder if I agree. So far, I disagree. This is a thing that I would never do in a song, although I do like it. This is cool. Okay. Yeah, they definitely like listened to emo when they were kids. I think. How old are they? Yeah, totally. These guys used to be an emo band. I'm 100% certain. Interesting. I'm gonna bounce around in here. This is cool. What does this remind me of? This is cool. Strings arranged. I wonder who... They got live string players? I'm gonna find the live strings. Where are the live strings? Here we go. We're gonna listen to this outro with strings that are apparently live. So this is actually not really to my personal taste. I do think it's really good, but there's something about a lot of the rhythmic choices that are being made that I don't see myself listening to this on my own time. It's a cool record. It's times like this that I'm really glad that I'm not like a I must collect everything person, because there's enough reasons why I would enjoy having this, but I have just enough restraint to avoid actually purchasing it. Because I used to do that, and I do have a few records that I've never listened to, and I think that's a real fucking shame. It's just if I'm not super excited about something, I'm not going to listen to it again. Because I don't really like listening to music more than once or twice most of the time. Interesting. Okay, well, there we have it. Something that was compared to me, which is a fun way of finding out. Okay, this one is called Book of Worms, which I think is a cool name. This one was recommended by my publicist. This is another artist on his roster. So he thought I would like this one. So here we are. Let's check it out. What? Who gets 10 test pressings? It's really funny. I wanna... I like this, but I wanna remaster it. No, I wanna remix it. I want the vocals more forward. I like the singer, but their voice is too quiet. Where's this band from? Richmond, Virginia. I bet I have some mutual friends with them. Oh yeah, there's the Hawkwind. So wait, what's our instrumentation here? Okay, so a few synthesizers. Cool. I wonder what else there is in the land of synths. This is cool. Okay, nice. Okay, what do we have? Kind of expensive vinyl. Kind of expensive vinyl. Really expensive vinyl. Sort of expensive digital. Okay, here's my thing. I don't pre-order digital albums if I don't get to hear the whole thing. And that's just because I don't... I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s when the marketing tactic was to have one good song on the album and sell it for a relatively high price and lock you out of listening to anything beyond the first track until you purchased it. And it gave me trust issues with music. I can't hear one song on an album and be like, this album's going to be excellent, because I grew up in an era when the opposite of that was usually true. So I'm going to keep this on my back burner, and this is something that I like, but I don't think I'm going to buy it until I can hear more of it, or unless maybe it was on a like a tape or something like that. Maybe if it goes on sale. I get that records like need to cost $25-30 to be profitable, but I honestly don't have the disposable income to again buy records when I don't know that I like them already. So this is sort of like step one to making me a fan of this band. I like it so far though. Okay, and then one other artist recommended by the same avenue of we all have the same publicist is this band. Okay. Very psychedelic looking. Let's see what they sound like. I already have an idea from seeing a flying V with like a, looks like a Jackson trem on it, like a Gibson V with a Jackson trem and a telephone cable. Okay. Austin, Texas psychedelic rock scene. Austin's loudest psychedelic trio. So this is, right away, this is not a record I would put on my house, but this is a show I would go to. So I'm glad I'm aware of this band. And I'm going to follow them, because I like going to this type of show, and I just don't really like listening to this type of music at home. So I want to support them, but I'm not going to do it this way. Cool. All right, let's go through some more of these. I got a couple more of these things to go through. Let's see what turns out. If anyone in the chat has a recommendation too, feel free to let me know. Links won't work in the chat, so just tell me the name of the artist and the name of the release. Okay, The Fading Flame by Putrescine. I have no idea where this recommendation came from, but it appears to be a relatively popular release. Not like super mega popular or anything, but it's quite a few supporters. T-shirts, digital album, kind of an expensive digital. Oh, it's on Tridroid. Okay, this is a really good label actually. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just give them a shout out and check out their roster over here. But I'm gonna play this while I'm. Oh wait, I think that my friend Jen might have recommended this. She's like into this type of thing, and I remember her recommending what she said was a really good death metal band. So let's see. Hey Camila, I'm doing good. How are you? Oh yeah, it was totally Jen. This is the same label she's on. So again, at this point, I think we know that I'm not really into death metal, so I'm not gonna buy this. But I love the naming convention in death metal. Like, come on. reek of putrescine. This is like, it's so cool, but I don't like it. I don't like death metal, really. I wish I did. And I went through a phase where I like thought I liked it and wanted to like it, but I just don't find myself ever turning to death metal to listen to it anymore, which is, I mean, honestly, it's a bit of a shame because I love the musicianship and I love the concepts in it. And I'll borrow heavily from death metal. Like I'll take ideas from it, but I don't find myself listening to it ever when I'm not looking for like what's a really intense concept. And I'll dig up a death metal album and I'll try to recreate the vibe of it on something like a cello or a synthesizer. And I don't know if that seems like it's a weird thing to do, but that's an approach I tend to take. Camila, what are you looking for? I am looking for artists to throw money at. Cool records, cool tapes. I've been having fun doing these Bandcamp Friday live streams. So really nothing beyond that. And just basically a time to look up, that I've set aside to look up recommendations, because people will recommend music to me all the time. Just the sort of like things I'm adjacent to and the people that I interact with and the communities that I'm a part of. A big piece of what happens and what I'm exposed to is people saying like, hey, check this out. And to be honest, you send me a link to an album, I probably don't listen to it. I don't like listening to music too often. And so what I do is I put it on a list. And I've been going through my list of music, and I'll just dig through it on one day. And when I really like it, I'll buy a physical. When I kind of like it and it's inexpensive, I'll buy it a digital. And whether I like it or not, and I don't think I'd listen to it, I won't buy it. So I have no idea where this recommendation came from, but this is pretty cool. Oh, come on. I've seen those things online. Synthwave with catitude. What? I love this. Shut up, Careless Whisker. Ace of Spades. So I like when Puss Comes to Shove. You gotta be kidding me. I love jokes and stuff like this. This is so far beyond the length that I would take any joke to. No new tale to tell. Ace of Spades, Big Kitty Nights, Careless Whisker, When Puss Comes to Shove, Bad Catitude, Scratch Me When I Fall, The Unforgiven, Basket Case. No, I'm not gonna buy this. People that are into novels and stuff will give them all the money. It's good. I just don't. I don't know. I like this so much more than I like the music, even though the music's good. Like, if there was like a button that was like, send $1 because of your track needs, I would click that button. This is so funny. Okay, here's one. This is a band, one of the members of this band has bought a few of my albums. And I don't think I've bought anything from them before. And he's been pushing this album really hard and seems really proud of it. So I thought I'd give it a listen. Is that a melodica? I like the panning on that.
Spirited away by giants on a thunderous steed of steel.
Okay, if you're a member of this band and you're watching this, and I know that that's very much a possibility, don't take this as an insult, but this sounds like Godsmack in a good way. This reminds me of Godsmack though, which is, I think, really kind of a so far out of the orbit of what I was expecting. And I know I listened to like one thing from a previous release that didn't remind me of that, but this song is like, I remember I was a teenager and I saw Godsmack on tour with Metallica, and it's the only time I'd ever really thought about Godsmack beyond like one or two radio singles. Wow. I guess I was. This reminds me of like a combination of Godsmack and Ailstorm with more synths. Okay, I want to go to the show. I want to go to the show and I want a cassette of this. If you're watching this, and you are in this band, make me one copy of this on cassette, and I'll give you as much as $12 for it. Anyway, next. Okay, this is. You know what? As soon as I put this in, I feel like someone gave me a download code for this, and I didn't. And I didn't redeem it. Do I have a download code for this? Where would that be? It's probably on Discord. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna see if I have a download code for this. Yeah, okay. I think I do have a download code for this. Okay, let's do this. I don't have Discord open on my computer right now. Cool. Okay, I got it. Okay, now we're gonna listen to a little bit of this and see if oh, come on, internet. Let's hear some more of this. I'm gonna also the like cool kid thing to do is to let them know which code you used. Cool. Okay. It's been done. The deed has been done. Camilo. Oh, if you think of a recommendation, let me know. I would love to hear the recommendation. I'm almost out of things. I was going to go for only an hour or less today because I don't want to burn myself out staring at screens. I actually just got my second dose of the COVID vaccine, and so I'm a little bit like the second dose kind of like does some damage to you for a few hours that first day, and it's that first day right now, so my arm's a little bit sore. I've just been watching TV all day, or YouTube or whatever it is, streaming services, and I'm going to be watching some of the Ned's stream tonight. Oh man, and yeah, I had to miss most of Ned's yesterday. I watched 2 sets. I watched Fairy something Grotto. Shoot, I can't remember, Anthony's project, and we live in the same city actually. We played a show together before, so it was really cool seeing that. I really loved that set. but I had to leave to get my vaccine right after that. So I only saw like maybe an hour of the stream last night. Varkaros. Let's see if Varkaros, if we can find anything. Varkaros. Let's hear this. This is already super cool. Very old school dungeon synth. Thangora Gym. Okay, I like that comparison too. Barcelona. There's a synth I really want that's made in, I think Barcelona. It might be a different town in Spain actually. I can't remember. Synthesizers are so expensive. Oh, this is great. This is like, this is a reminder that you don't have to be terribly innovative to make something that's amazing. A lot of the music that I like that I've made is probably the least innovative. It's just like, there's a lot of great ideas that you can just keep doing stuff with. I'm gonna snag this one. Sure, add to cart. Let's do that. Thanks for the recommendation, Camila. Okay. I'm gonna dig up some more. But yeah, in a few hours, check out the Dungeon Siege stream. I have the link in my description of this video. What is this? What have I clicked on? Okay, so right off the bat, I think this was done, and so this recording is actually has artifacts of what happens when you don't mix or master your recording to the specifications recommended by streaming services. And it has some distortion that's actually bothering me. Like it's hard for me to listen to it, and it's distracting from the music. This track doesn't. The first track did. And that stuff bothers me more than it bothers most people. I think I'm very sensitive to those types of sounds. I don't know if it's just a thing that I've always had, or if it's if it's related to who I am, or if it's related to just years and years of being in the music production world and becoming sensitive to that because it's something that I don't hear as being desirable. But that was actually I pulled up the Active Decay recording earlier, and I'm glad that she had me. She brought me on board to mix and master and produce the track because she had essentially the same thing. And this is a thing that happens in a lot of tracks that are sort of made in GarageBand. Essentially, you use lo-fi sounds in GarageBand, and you get this frequency buildup in your mid-range, and it leads to a great deal of digital distortion, which is generally undesirable. Camilo, you say sometimes it can be used as a cool effect, but I think that was too much. Yeah. There's like a difference between when it sounds like that sounded unintentional. I didn't like it, and it sounded unintentional. Dracaris, if you've never heard, listen to my pal's project, Herculean Forests, especially the project The Enchantment. Herculean Forests. Let's see if I can find that. So I'm gonna skip this one. I like it in concept, but it's like ambient music that has that saturation and that digital distortion saturation is, I guess, it can be a cool effect, but when it's placed in ambient music, it always feels inappropriate to me. And that's because, okay, The Enchantment is the one you said. Here it is, The Enchantment. Cool. Oh, I think I've been there. If that's actually in Illinois. There's this beautiful, like, foresty, like, waterfall place in Illinois that's just, like, gorgeous. I spent a day there once, and I would love to go back. And that looks kind of like it. And I'm sure there's plenty of other landscape that looks like that, but it seemed like a place people would go to take like pictures. Anyway, I guess what I was saying is that when I hear that digital distortion, if it was like a black metal recording, I'd probably be like, yeah, cool. It's like trying to be like lo-fi and ultra gritty, and it's supposed to be abrasive sounding. But when it's ambient music, like if this was suddenly distorting, I would be like, okay, this isn't ambient anymore, really. If this was ambient like the other one was, the distortion would start sounding like very distracting from the purpose of the music, I suppose. Like, if I'm putting on ambient music, I'm not like, dissecting it and analyzing it and actively listening to it. I'm trying to put it on while I, look at pictures or draw or something like that. This is pretty cool. We'll listen to some more of it. That's an ostinato that I really like. It has what's called a chromatic mediant in it, which is a harmonic device that is sort of a more advanced music theory concept. It's not advanced to actually apply it and use it, but as an analysis perspective, a lot of people will use a harmonic device like that without realizing that there's a term for it and that it's very recreatable. And it's one of my favorite harmonic devices. And as soon as I heard that, it's just like, hey, I love it. Okay, so it's a chromatic mediant, but the melody's in a different key. The melody sort of ignores the chromaticism of the harmony, which again is like generally undesirable, but it's the thing that I like. It's one of those things. The term is chromatic mediant. And a chromatic mediant is it's a harmonic device where you go from one chord to a chord based on the mediant of that chord, of the key that you're in, rather, which is your third. So bum 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 bum. So like bum 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 1 2 3, and if you build a chord off that third, but you change 2 of the notes to be chromatically altered. So like essentially if you're on all white keys, you add black keys, you end up with something that sounds like really like somewhere else. It's basically borrowing something from another key, and it really, like, it's one of those things that I really love. Ooh. Anyway, I like this album quite a bit. Thanks for that recommendation. I'll listen to the rest of it off stream, but yeah, it's cool. I love this art too. This looks like a John Bauer or something. I have a tattoo of John Bauer. I guess it's hard to show you. My arm's sore from my shot yesterday, but I've got one of those beautiful trolls that John Bauer did. Okay, I've got 2 more that I wanted to check out here on stream. I don't know what this is. So something that's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. It happened already, but it happened again, so now I'm going to mention it. Is when people recommend music to me and they just send me like a Bandcamp account. Like, it's when if I send someone my Bandcamp account and it looks like I guess I've got it probably in here. And oh, you didn't see that. If I didn't see if someone just sent me this, it's like, no. What am I supposed to listen to? There's like 1,000 things on here. And whatever, like I want someone to send me a very specific thing. Like if you wanted, like dark ambient, space music, then send me the link to straight to this album. You know, when there's like a link to just the whole thing, I'm just like, what do I click on? So I'm just gonna click on the most recent one. Which if you use Bandcamp, I want to also point something out, which is that you can move these around. So if you want someone to always, if you assume people are going to click on that first one, you can do that. This is just my newest release, but usually I'll put something like this and this. These are my two favorites that I'm relatively proud of up here so that they're always sort of at the top of the food chain. But for now, I'm going to keep them where they were, more or less. Anyway, tips for Bandcamp users. I put all the stuff that I don't care as much about down here. Like these are just basically linked to because they have MIDI from some of my tutorials on YouTube. So if you were to like go buy one of these, I think that I don't even allow. Yeah, I don't even let you pay me for these because they're not. These are supposed to be free, but they include the MIDI files for the videos that I made if you wanted to remake the songs yourself. Anyway, let's hear this. Not sure what to expect. What do we got here? It's really cool. As someone with literally zero musical training is able to follow. Oh, cool. I'm glad you were able to follow that. I'm gonna make some videos on like, I'm gonna musically train you, give you the vocabulary to describe stuff that you hear. I'm gonna try to do it in a series of videos that are like 1 minute long, where it's like, if you, because a lot of my stuff is very long form, and that's because it does take a long time to understand stuff, but understanding vocabulary words and individual concepts is not long form. Like, it should take a minute to describe what, like, a triad is, for example, and I think that's really helpful to understand the vocabulary behind that when you're talking about music sometimes. Cool t-shirt, Camila says. Yeah. Dungeon Synth. It's the Family Guy font, I think, right? Someone was selling these in the, I think it was in the Dungeon Synth meme Facebook group, Dungeon Synth posting. And I just like, I couldn't resist. And I wore it at, when I played live at Dungeon Siege, like last year, or the year before that rather, a year and a half ago, whatever Dungeon Siege West was. So this is pretty cool. It's not really my personal taste, but in a way that I like, and in a way that I might like enough to come back to it. I don't know who... I wonder who recommended this to me. Ireland? This is bothering me, because I don't know, I have no idea where this recommendation came from. Oh, what albums am I most proud of? In Dracaris, the newest synth I own. Does the synth that hasn't come in the mail yet count? I ordered one that's being built right now, and it's coming in May or June, probably. Unless I guess they had to. Their slider stock was bad, and they had to get the company that makes the sliders for them to make new ones. But I have a synth coming in the mail, but. Other than that, all my newest stuff has been software. I'm pretty happy with all my hardware, and I just ordered another one. I've been wanting it for a few years. It's called a Deckard Stream. Don't even look at the price. Don't even consider. It's not worth buying. It's me being extremely picky and me being extremely excited about a few very specific features of it. And it took me 2 years to decide to buy it because it's very expensive. And I've been trying to validate the purchase of less expensive stuff. And I've actually bought a few things and found that I want to resell them because I'm missing some of the features that I'm excited about on this one. So I'm pretty confident that this will be like sort of like a last hardware synth for a long time until I build a modular system. But yeah, it's called Deckard Stream, and it's a synth inspired by Blade Runner. So it has a lot of similarities to the Yamaha CS8, which is sort of a legendary synthesizer. And I'm very excited to use that live. Elminster, Davey, strange name. So Elminster medieval I'm actually remastering right now. So yeah, I've got that one. I know Colin, the guy that does that project. And okay, I this music I love. I did not expect to like it, and I'm gonna give this person $3, and maybe they'll see my sale and know who I was and remember recommending it to me. Maybe I don't know the person. I don't know. But I really like this, and it's making me want to try making something like it. I've just had this on and haven't noticed. Leaflet 10 of the Depths. I'm looking into buying a decent medieval instrument library. Any recommendations? That's a really challenging question for me. I don't know. I don't know any libraries that I like. I use samples mostly for the orchestra, and this is really the sleeper hit of this stream. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I'm gonna leave it on for a minute. I'm answering questions, so here we are. I would try if you use Contact as a sampler. I would just recommend searching for medieval instrument libraries Contact, or perhaps looking in like music production groups, especially the Dungeon Synth Producer Forum on Facebook's a really good one, where people tend to have strong recommendations for that. I don't really use any medieval sounds in my music, so I don't have a great answer to the question or any specific recommendations. Sometimes I'll use like guitar samples and try to make them sound like a lute or a harpsichord. But I don't think I have anything specific other than looking up libraries for Contact Player. And then what else do we have here? I feel like I missed the question. Oh yeah, Reddit. I'm actually never on Reddit. Is there a Reddit that people like for any of the kind of stuff I do? Like a subreddit that you'd recommend to me? Because I've been thinking about jumping back on there. I haven't logged on to Reddit in like 5 years probably. Oh, there it is. What you say? What did you say the album you're most proud of? Oh god, there it is again. I didn't mean to show that. I really like this one. And I really like this one a lot. I think I'm very proud of both these albums. This album is I'm really proud of as well. I think this is a good one. That I did. These are both vocal albums, and this is instrumental. I also think that After the Storm and Someone Else's Journey, I really like out of my stuff too. Okay. This is oh shoot, this is the same one. Okay. Maybe that was the last recommendation I had. I don't see any more recommendations on my list. I thought I had one more, but I might have just lost it in the copy paste land. Well, okay. I enjoyed all of those things. Does anyone else have any recommendations before I end the stream? I was going to go for about 5 more minutes. Yeah, let me see here. Twilight Upon... Okay, Davey... Twilight Upon the Peak. That was a really cool track. But yeah, like I said, I'm actually remastering that one, so I am intimately familiar with it. And then Dungeon Synth Reddit. Okay, I'll check that out. and Dungeons the one, but it's not terribly active. What's up, Error? You just caught me at the end of the stream, and check out. Okay, here we go. One more recommendation. Oh, two more recommendations. Okay. I don't know how to say this. Goi. Ooh, sound design. You're good, Error. Check out the Northeast Dungeon Seed stream tonight if you can. Error. It's really good lineup tonight and tomorrow. I think that the next one was good also. Just generally a really good lineup. This is like the last two times I've spent like $80 and like $120, and I'm only at $15 right now. This is great. I feel so good about the amount of money I've spent today. This is cool. It's almost like got some trap elements. Okay, it's an old-timey way of saying poor person in French. Peasant. Good. I spoke French as a child. I don't speak it anymore. I can say words correctly, but I don't know any of them anymore. Je suis français. Repeat the name. I'm not sure how to say this name, actually. I want to say "gueux" or something. I never learned to read and write really in French, but I could speak it when I was a kid. I want to say this is "gueux" or "je" or something like that. I'll check this out later, though. I don't want to keep the stream going too far over. And I am going to say, look at one more of these, I think. "Gu." Tome 1 album. Okay. Tempo by Lovi. Caverns of Lempo. Let's search for this. Let's see what turns up. You said kind of comfy synth video game music. That sounds great. I love more VGM sounding stuff that's inspired by Dungeon Synth. That's actually my favorite type of Dungeon Synth usually. And I end up making stuff that's rather comfy sometimes. I mean, you'll hear some relatively comfy stuff on my new release that I put up today actually. Oh, what's up? Davey, you got the Akashic Envoy compilation with one of my songs. Awesome. I actually put a remaster of that on my I basically put up my own compilation today of stuff that I hadn't released yet and stuff that sort of got lost. And that track was like, I haven't really found anywhere that I can get it. I think that it might be on Bandcamp, but it's all sold out everywhere and there's no digital available, so I put it up. Yeah, it is hard to make the sound as an English speaker. I totally agree. This is cool. This song, by the way, I'm like everywhere, bouncing all around. Okay. Physicals sold out. Well, oh cool, they're from Finland. I like this. That'll be the last one I own. Okay, well, error. It's called I wonder if I can actually put this in. Maybe can watch the stream from my stream.
Okay.
So this is just the Northeast Dungeon Siege stream, and there's going to be a lot of live Dungeon Synth tonight and tomorrow, and I think the next day as well. Ooh, cool. I love clicking those. But anyway, let's see here. What have I done? Let me put this music back on. But anyway, I'm going to be done for today. I wanted to keep today pretty short so that I don't burn myself out sitting down and looking at screens, because I'm going to be watching a lot of the live Dungeon Synth at the Ned's stream tonight. And we'll get through the last couple of questions here. Olivia Town of the Depth says, any plan to make more of those tutorial series where you make an entire album? So I need to make my own twist on Dynasynth. Dynasynth is one of those things that's just like, it should be like the worst thing ever, but it's like exactly the opposite. It's like the best thing ever. I am going to do that. And I was thinking of doing it with a release that I'm working on right now, but my computer actually can't handle streaming while I'm working on the release because of the sampling and stuff. I did a live stream trying it out, just like testing the waters with it, and it just didn't work. I was losing samples, losing notes every fucking 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, like 5 seconds. And I was becoming like frustrated. I think visibly frustrated on stream, and I don't like doing that. One of the things that actually frustrates me is when I'm interrupted when I'm working on music, and a sample dropping every 5 seconds is an interruption, and it makes me unable to concentrate and unable to be creative and write. So it's like the opposite of relaxing, and I can't do it. So I've been working on that one privately. But after I'm done with that, I'll probably do another series on stream or on a series of videos. And I'll think of a new twist for that. So if you have any recommendations for that type of stuff. The thing that's playing right now is in my cart. It's Caverns of Lempo by Lovi. I don't remember whose suggestion that was. Yeah, I don't see it. But it's pretty cool. This one right here. So yeah. Dynasynth is so fun, lol. Yeah. Thanks for the stream. Well, thanks for watching, Dracaris. And I appreciate everyone for coming in here. And looking forward to the next series. Oh, Camilo. Okay, Camilo recommended this. Yeah, this is fantastic. And the logo is super cool too. I mean, actually, let's appreciate that before I turn the stream off, because look at this beautiful sword going through this lettering. It's lovely. I love when a lot of thought goes into the typography on a release. I think that's very important sometimes. But yeah, I might do, depending on when that new synth I mentioned comes in, I might do a hardware album on stream. I think that would be really interesting for a lot of people. Is what does it look like when you're recording audio and you're not actually working in a MIDI editor? So I might do that. But open to suggestions. If you have suggestions, just comment them on similar videos. Like, hey, do this. I see most of the comments. Sometimes they just sort of disappear and I see them like a month later. But I do try to see them all and respond to the ones that are asking questions or interactive in some way. So that's a good place to bother me about it. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thanks a lot for tuning in.